Sophie, and yes, I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe it's September, and but we are at the end, and
oh my god,
you know, last year it took us almost until the new year.
By the way, YouTube, y'all getting this in October, just let y'all know.
Yeah, but it is the reunion, and I can't speak for Jameer, but you know, I try to catch him up with a lot of things. So as of now, I personally have already watched some of the interviews. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a chance to watch everybody's interview because, you know, it gets to a certain point where it's like, you know,
it's draining.
It's a lot, and I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it because I mean, you know what, I was actually talking in the Discord about it, and I mean,
join that Discord, link in the description.
because then y'all can see more of my you know, deep opinions, because I would be talking for ages if I actually dissected everything. But anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon for early access, full-length movie and show. No sync required.
If y'all don't like when we talk, then this is not the episode for you. I'm gonna be honest. If y'all watched our last reunion, y'all know most of this is to happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
But you have to.
And you have to.
So, yeah, let's get right into it.
A lot of people had a lot of opinions on the internet, and you know, they didn't have those same opinions in the villa. You know, I'm looking forward to see some accountability, some truth.
Like, let's stop faking and stuff. Like, let's keep it real.
To be honest,
all right, let's stop faking. Let's keep it real.
So let me just say this now that we're actually watching the reunion. First of all, Amaya and Brian aren't even together. So let's just say that. And I kind of already saw that happening. I also just don't like the whole pushing the narrative that Nick and Alandria relationship is fake. Iris and Pepe, I already know they're also not together anymore. A lot of relationships that didn't actually flourish.
I'm Ariana Maddox, and I'm ready to break down all of the twists and turns that went down this summer in Fiji.
I'm not gonna lie, Alandria's face is eating. Ariana eating.
Oh wait, this is what's going on out there right now?
Wow. Yes, and I
okay, Andy.
Acknowledge that.
To be honest, I can really care less for either of these guys. I don't really care.
They never showed behind the scenes like that before. Well,
the budget is high.
How would I know? I only watched 2 seasons.
Here's how they made it all the way to the finish line.
Which Islander do you think, other than your partner, is the best kisser? Oh. Alandria.
Like I said, when people... I'm sorry, can we just pause it real quick? Because my thing is...
It was really obvious, bro.
It's like... It really just gives off hater vibes. Yes, like hater vibe. When the internet is like so concerned if Alandria and Nick relationship is real. And it's like... My thing is that all of these people went on a dating show. So it's like... Why are we only pointing them out as a fake relationship? And nobody have an actual reason. They're just saying it. And I feel like it's because, personally, it's jealousy, insecurity. I think people are just hating because look at Alandria and look at Nick, and they together. And they got the most hype outside of the villa. And I feel like people are just being bitter about it because that wasn't clearly the initial couple that they probably even wanted to get all the hype. I know, if I'm being honest, if I'm talking about like, our demographics, like most people is mainly rooting for like Shelly and Ace. It's like, okay, I get it, but like it's also shallow because it's like y'all only going based off of looks. And it's like, I just feel like Nick, even just seeing these scenes, it clearly showed consistently like Nick was always into Alandria. He just didn't act on it because he was with Sierra and he was also cool with Taylor.
So people people are saying that it's not real emotionally.
Yeah, they feel like it's not real, but my thing is like
emotionally,
how can it,
or physically? Which one?
Both. My thing is both. Like, yes, how can people?
But they both said they physically attract to each other.
But my thing is like, how can people call relationship fake when they never told the internet that they was even together? They literally even said in the reunion that they like what they're like, you know, they like what's going on and they know it's more than friends, but they're taking it slow. They always said that they're continuously getting to know each other. Why is the internet so hyped to just say like, oh, the relationship is not real? You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? I feel like before these people go on the reunion, they need to watch the whole show. Because I feel like the way you may remember, the way you act, seeing yourself on screen is two completely different things.
That's a good point.
Because you may think that you was moving with integrity the entire time in the villa, and then you watch back and really see what you're saying, regardless of how it's edited, because you still said those things or acted a certain way. I feel like people have to watch the show.
We know the internet had a lot of opinions, but walk us through what's been going on.
They're trying to just throw any hate my way, and within the cheating video, the hosting, I got paid to be there. I used to bartend back in the day. I had a lapse of judgment, and we've talked about it, and yeah.
The lapse in judgment was what?
Pouring shots around, giving the crowd shots and stuff like that.
He was giving girl shots.
I'm also like not a woman that would be with someone who doesn't respect me. So if I'm with him and still with him, it's clearly because the relationship dynamic is healthy and great.
Yeah, but then they ended up breaking up anyway, so it don't matter. Apparently, people said like even during this time they were apparently broken up, but apparently they didn't want to say it on the reunion because literally they made a post not too long ago, like even after this, that they were no longer even like together.
That's bad. That's bad faking it like that.
So Iris, right after you left the villa, you were filmed by TMZ meeting up with TJ.
Yeah.
Iris went right back to TJ. I'm not mad at her.
You felt like you got closure from it?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm happy for them, and, you know, it's something we both needed to do.
They're doing interviews back here, too.
I mean, they in the back. They might as well talk.
Huda, I also heard you say in the press that Chris had kind of a running commentary going on the other women and that he had a wandering eye when you were together. What do you mean by that?
Honestly, I'm not angry about it. It's just like, we just weren't a good match. It's okay.
I don't think they were, though. I don't think she's lying.
Chris, how do you feel about what Huda has said in the press about you since leaving the villa?
I don't respect it at all.
Yeah, Huda did draw her interview. Well, not in, like, I don't want to say everything she said was bad, but, like, the way she said what she said about Chris was wrong.
Sylvia,
here's
what you
you know what, you're right. I forgot.
Here's what you have to understand as the person with the power to pause it.
Yeah.
When you have something to say, you have to pause.
Yeah, I forgot.
Because you have, I haven't said anything, but you have over-talked, like, 3 questions.
So because out of everything, I would say, like, this is really, like, the juiciest part. Like, yeah, I'm not saying there's nothing, like, I don't really have much to say about Iris and Pepe outside of the fact, like, I know they're no longer together and she went back to TJ, which I'm not mad at. If anything, I feel like that actually shows that she really played the game right because she still had a connection with TJ, and after her and Pepe were done, she still went back to TJ, and as of right now, they seem like they're getting along. So I respect that. I'm not mad.
That's cool.
Because, you know, they was all on the show together, and there's nothing wrong with, like, if there was somebody else in the villa that you actually really wanted to talk to, why not go talk to them? So I respect what Iris done.
But what did Huda say about?
So, like, in her interview,
Chris,
so
that she didn't
remember
respect?
that whole thing, like the thing that like really started like their breakup towards the in the last episode, basically when she was asking him to cuddle and she was giving him an ultimatum. So like she was basically like trying to like, you know, have sex with him, and he was saying no, and basically she was like trying to like coerce him into having sex. You know what I'm saying? Which is not like you don't.
But
do
what
that.
did she?
Oh, like in the interview, right? So like in her interview, like she was making fun of like his size and stuff like that.
Well, it's obviously still semi-awkward between the two of you. You're seated apart from each other. How is it seeing each other?
Fine. I mean...
Weird.
2 different perspectives.
She's probably saying fine because she don't care.
Because to her, right, that's what I'm saying. 2 different perspectives. To her, she's like, well, I don't really care. It's not that deep. Fine.
I just want to let you know, like, you don't have to like me at all, but I just wanted to let you know, like, I'm truly grateful that you were there for me in the villa. And I just wanted to express that to you and let you know that I'm grateful. And if there's anything that like, you know, I've done, like, I want to personally apologize. Cause I just didn't agree with the hate that he was getting. I felt awful about it.
And Chris, do you think that at any point in the future that you guys could reconcile, that you could forgive her and you guys could become friends?
Friends, no, but I'm very forgiving. So I'll forgive for sure, but friends, nah.
To me, there's nothing wrong with what just happened.
I can't speak about my relationships outside the villa.
Okay. And why is that?
Legal reasons.
Legal reasons.
I'm not allowed to speak. It's Netflix. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Netflix won't let you say whether you're dating somebody?
Not supposed to talk about it, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
She can't talk about who she's dating?
Let me pause it. And that was like the other thing too. So like, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know. You muted? So this right here.
What the hell is she talking about?
Because basically Ariana asked her like, oh, like, so is anything else going on with your love life? And she said she can't speak on it because of Netflix.
I heard it. I'm not asking what she said. Why that doesn't...
Because apparently she's getting a show with Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah. And then based on what I saw on the internet, like people were definitely upset about that as well. Cause it's like, just think about like Huda's character overall on the show, and it's like she's getting. I mean, if I want to be completely honest, outside of like Alandria and Nick, like she definitely
so she's getting a show on Netflix, so she can't speak about someone she's with or anything or anybody she's dating probably until the show comes out. Yeah, because probably about her life.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Okay,
and people
that makes sense. Then.
And basically, like you saw the way like Shelly and Ace reacted. So I mean, I get it. Like basically, a lot of people were basically felt like I would just say overall, because like based off of right now, Huda is only cool with like Iris and Amaya. Like those are the two girls I know for sure. Like she's actually so cool within the villa. Everybody else, like she has no ties with anybody else. And basically the internet feels like, you know, how could someone like her, you know, her just being toxic on the show, or, you know, her overall run being on the show, and she got a football commercial, which we saw, because we literally saw it on that first game, which was crazy.
Well, because it's not about being toxic or not. It's about what brings in views and numbers.
Yeah.
And she brings in views and numbers.
And whatever she wants, like I want to make sure it happens. Like we're completing all. Yeah.
What do you have to say to haters who say that this is fake?
Honestly, I call them my second fan base because like they're obsessed. Nick and Alandria is already a huge fan base, but oh my goodness, the other fan bases as well. It's like, oh, you love me.
Let your haters be your motivators.
Exactly.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm so happy that they said that in the interview, because they're so right. Like you're either a Nick and Alandria stand or you're the opposite, and I feel like the hate that they're getting for not doing anything.
Still fans, right?
Exactly, you're still fans. It's obsessed.
Why my name is in your mouth? So
it's weird. Like I said, I feel like overall,
for all you in the comments too, hating on us, y'all are fans.
Like I said, nobody suspected for Nick and Alandria to be a thing, and nobody expected for them to be the biggest thing outside of the villa. And I feel like, you know, that's when you see people's true colors, especially like the people around you, how they start to react to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because like I said, Ace even mentioned, oh, I didn't even know that was even a thing. And it's like, damn, like you just sound like a hater. Like, dang.
Leaving the villa, I wanted to like speak to her. Like after I processed all those things coming out the first week. And then she started making these videos. The first thing was like, she was in Greece and like there was this caption and it was like, when you thought it was real, but now your friend is like dating him or something. And then
Sierra basically made a video saying like, when people ask me how life is going, like it was like a video that she made of herself. Like she was basically like, oh, like how's life going? Like
I think I remember seeing the Sierra stuff.
She basically made like
Sierra was just basically living her life and still commenting on it. I get it. I get how that can feel, because it's like
my thing is
that's tough, because to her she does feel like, damn, you know, what we had was so close, and then I have to get kicked off the show, and then now look how you treat Alandria.
So this is my thing, like, right? You know what my question was is that did Nick not reach out to Sierra because of the reason he figured out she was kicked off the show? Like, I'm pretty sure he has to know that. Like, let's be for real. You know what I'm saying?
Why.
Like, I'm wondering if it's that. It's probably that, and maybe that in itself, especially with him already being into Alandria, he probably like, I don't want to associate myself with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest. Just like regardless of anything, you know, she got kicked off the show for, like him getting out and seeing.
We know why she got kicked off the show.
I know, but I'm saying what he just said though.
She was making racist comments, which was out of pocket.
But look, but I know, but I'm talking based on what he said though. Him seeing that on Instagram, I get that.
Yeah.
Because that would be weird to me. It doesn't seem inviting.
Yeah.
You know, why would I want to get into that convo with you when you already have your mindset on how you feel about that whole situation? So
Right.
like, okay, all right, bet.
So I gotta know, Alandria, was it worth the wait?
With Nick?
Yeah.
Like the whole coupling up at the end?
The journey.
Oh, the journey.
Whoa. Oh, shit. They call me Big Belgian for a reason.
Whoa, why?
Yes, it was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait.
Nice.
Yeah, it was worth the wait.
Why would they ask her that? I don't like if someone
That's
was
all about
asking
sex,
something.
right?
I'm pretty sure. I would not like if someone asked me a question like that. I would not answer. Keep it classy.
Yeah, I don't really like
But
that question
Alandria,
either.
you can tell she looked at Nick first. Like she didn't say anything, but
Yeah.
America swooped in and voted you off the damn show. What did you make of that?
That's crazy.
I think they missed the plot of what Love Island was supposed to be about.
They definitely did.
It was more so, I mean, it's called Love Island, you know?
there's no real.
They missed
There's
the
no
plot.
real plot.
They missed
like
it, though.
despite
They did it.
so I'm not like
Crazy.
me. Yes, I still feel like Huda and Chris clearly should have never been there. But like, there's no real plot to Love Island. Let's be for real, because like I said, like y'all voted off Hannah for a dumb reason because she was literally exploring. So there's no real plot to Love Island. I'm not saying Shelly and A should have went home because clearly Huda and Chris should have went home, but there's no real plot to Love Island.
Alandria, do you believe that he was as torn up as he says?
At the time, yes. But obviously, like, getting out and seeing it, this is like, make you question.
Did something happen when you got out of the villa to make you think that he wasn't?
I just heard certain conversations. The whole not being physically attracted to me, it was in the first few days. It's like, you know, I would never want somebody to learn to grow to like me or grow to be physical.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I says, like, I feel like these people need to watch the show because regardless of what they're saying.
I do like what she just said.
Yeah.
Like, that she saw that he said that.
Yeah, because
That's
my
true.
thing is like,
you do need to watch it.
I understand like they were actively clearly participating in the show, but they don't see, like, clearly Alandria didn't see that conversation between Ace and Taylor, the ones that we were seeing. So it was like, in the moment, Taylor can still right now be like, yeah, I was torn, because he's probably like, damn, I'm really about to hurt this girl. But based on everything we saw on camera, it was like clear as day once he saw Clark, he was not going to pick Alandria.
You were blasted for your vote when really the reality is we knew he was never really into her, bro.
Yeah.
It was a valid vote, mate.
Like, that's like, I felt
Thanks,
like
Charlie.
it had to have been
We know.
like I said, it's like, I feel like it was people around her who just wasn't telling her, which I think is weird.
Bro,
you know what I'm
he was
saying?
not into her, and
We
all knew.
saw that. So it's like when people were like, come on now.
He wasn't saying it to her.
Yeah, he was lying. And that's why I say he was a fraud. And unfortunately, he was frauding. And I feel like he was only doing that. That's why Ace was even telling him to do certain stuff, because he felt like, I don't want my friend to go home. So that's why even when they sent Jalen home, I said that literally pissed me off, because Taylor was literally using Alandria to stay on the show until he found his person. That's literally what he was doing.
Nick, is it weird hanging out with Taylor now that you're dating his ex?
Okay, X, all right. X is crazy.
Right.
No, I mean, Taylor and I have been best friends since day one. I visited his family this past weekend and went to a rodeo. Things are completely like as if I were not dating his ex.
Yeah. And guess what? Things like that only can happen.
That's fine.
Think about it like this. That can only happen when the person truly didn't care.
Really did not give
Because
a
let's
fuck.
be for like
Taylor did not give a fuck at all.
Like I'm not gonna
So
do
that's why it's cool.
I'm not gonna do a hypothetical between us, but literally it's like a girl dating a guy and then they broke up and then she started dating his friend and then the friend's like, I really don't care.
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
with
that's
her.
cool, yeah.
Like I really don't care.
Oh, you're dating my best friend? Oh.
No, you're dating my ex-girl. Or you're with the girl that I was talking to. Oh yeah, I don't care. Like, let's be for real. Nick, I said Nick, Taylor never cared.
You know, this is the right time in front of everybody. You know, the way it started. You know, so I do want to say, you know, I'm sorry for everything.
I don't believe a word he say.
You know, we grew so close. You know, so fast. You was my dog in there. We laughed about everything, and you still my dog.
I don't like him. Yeah, cause what? You my dog. If anything, that literally gives fake, cause you say.
Did this nigga just say you still my dog?
Yeah, like what? No.
Did he really just say that? He just said that, bro.
Like guys like Taylor, like when you act like that.
So in an apology, he just said, "You're still my dog."
You know,
I can't let go of that. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I could really care less about what Taylor's saying because
Bro,
like he was moving very weird and it's giving snake and is given like simply because you got caught. That's why you're apologizing. Because even as of right now, you just now apologize as you're on the reunion, not
that was
after.
bad.
That was horrible.
Love Island fans noticed that you had consistently liked and commented on Shelly's Instagram post dating back to July of 2022, which would suggest that it was a more substantial connection than just a casual interaction outside a club.
Yeah.
How do you respond?
So I comment and show love to everybody who I'm going through. It just so happened we on the show, so of course there's an eagle eye on this situation, but yeah, I'm quick to drop a fire emoji or eyes emoji, a heart emoji, you know, something like that. I'm not ashamed of
I do want to say though, the date has to be wrong though, because we literally met last year. So 2022, like.
See, my thing is, I feel like if I'm a private,
I'm not gonna lie, because that would be. I'm not gonna lie, because that's why I made that fake. Because if that's true, that would be crazy. How you been liking her picture for? You know her for 3 years.
So based on
And
what
now you're
I
on the
know,
show with her?
so based
That
on what
would be
I know,
weird.
their whole journey on the show, they were each other's first option since day one.
It's not that they did have something for each other.
They did, and I felt
it's
like
not
they're
a
BSing.
theory. It's not a that makes sense. No, it's they did see each other before.
Yeah.
They already liked each other, and they got on the show, and they saw each other again, and they liked each other. It's that simple.
But my thing
It's
is
not
like
it's not. It's that simple.
But I guess
That's what it is.
But I guess what
They seen each other again.
But I guess what people's real question is like, did they both purposely
Now,
try to get on the show?
Purposely tried to get on the show together. I don't know.
Okay, because this is the thing. The way Ace acts with Shelly and vice versa seems like love at
Scripted.
first. No, it does. Like
I already know what you're getting at.
Like
it's
it does
like a
seem
scripted
like that.
thing.
And if I'm being
be on the
honest,
show
the way
together.
she also got mad at Huda, it gave off like, no, like you was really twerking on my man, like my real man.
So why do you think America ranked you low as individuals and as a couple in the Burst Your Bubble Challenge?
I mean, when I was in the villa, I was so confused. Like, what are you guys seeing? I think the pivotal point of everything was the heart rate challenge and the stand on business challenge. From there, that's when I was called the mean girl, or I was, crashing out and not making sense of wanting to live the best of both.
I don't think she was being a mean girl. People was dragging it though. They was.
People were
because
but my thing is that Shelly still doesn't, but she still doesn't.
Can I talk first?
Yes.
Look, I don't think. Look, I get it. I get how you feel about it, but I genuinely don't think that in that moment, even though I don't agree with how she was going about it, I think it was pushed really far. Because, like I said, or no, we said, right? We both think you said the same thing as me, right? It's like it's a challenge, right?
Yeah, like
right, like how we both said it's a challenge. Like yes, you can feel like that, but to take it so far and to say, oh, we know why you're doing this because it's Huda. But to say, oh, she's a mean girl and my gosh, she's doing this and oh wow, they're bullying.
So
I don't think it was that
they
serious.
weren't only saying Shelly was the mean girl. They
serious.
were saying her, Alandria, and Sierra were being mean
They
girls.
wasn't.
And in
I
the
don't think it
moment,
was
yes,
that
they
serious.
were because before they vote, before
serious.
the stand on business challenge, remind you,
Didn't even last that long.
let me.
Can
I finish?
It lasted 2 episodes.
Huda clearly already apologized to Shelly. She was trying to have a conversation with her, and Shelly did keep pushing her to the curb. But when the stand on business challenge came up, her, Sierra, and Alandria were basically saying like, you know what? We're gonna write everything down on the cards. That's weird. That's like
everything down on the cards.
Yes,
the stand on business.
Yes, in the stand on business challenge, Shelly, Alandria,
Bro,
and
production
Sierra
did that on purpose.
Oh my
They knew
gosh,
what
it
they was
doesn't
doing.
matter. It's still the fact
knew they was
that
doing
at the end of the day, when Huda tried to talk to Shelly, Shelly kept saying, "Oh, she don't want to talk. She don't want to talk." And then when the opportunity was at hand, Shelly was like, you know what? I'm gonna write everything on the card. That's weird.
I think
that's
that
wrong.
is dragging it out.
That is wrong.
But I don't think she was being a mean girl.
He's big on doing romantic gestures, and I love stuff like that. So just waiting for the perfect moment to be official. And
Do you have something planned?
I got something cooking up my sleeves.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
This would be your first girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
To have a first girlfriend, you
First
had all
girlfriend.
and had all that stuff to say on the show about how things work.
Are you in love with Shelly?
I am.
I'm sorry, but I'm not saying I'm in love with someone and we not even like together.
And now let's welcome everyone else that was part of Kasa Moore. Jaden, Grayson, Vanna, Coco.
Honestly, definitely forgot about... Why did you start laughing? Or why did I start laughing first?
But I think, like, in the beginning, Alandria was a little standoffish, especially when Alandria kind of made her return. I could tell she was, like, upset that her girls were not there. Like, she was not feeling that shit, which is understandable.
Alandria, what's your reaction to this?
I was standoffish. I'm not finna come in being fake and trying to purposely be besties with these girls that I don't know. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be cordial, but it's like, I don't know you guys. And then I just got fake dumped. Coming back and saying Taylor with somebody else. I had so many fucking emotions going on. I had no time to process nothing.
See how she took accountability?
And she also was being direct.
She was being direct and honest.
Yeah. People need to learn how to
do that.
She was on a podcast and was saying that I was saying Taylor was my man, my man, my man. I barely even spoke to these damn girls. She even telling you like, oh, I was coming to Alandria because she was so standoffish. So when the hell did I say my man, my man, my man around any of you guys? Clark, do you remember me saying that?
Never.
Jaden? Grayson?
Never.
Vanna?
When I said my man, that was not me being shady. That was not me trying to come for you. So I never wanted to make you feel that way. When I said that, that was me saying, like, I thought y'all was locked in, like, for real. So when I saw that he picked Clark over you, I was shook. I thought y'all were that locked in. You were saying my man, like, you were calling him your man, like, you had took a picture, you kissed it, and it was cute as fuck. I'm not coming.
I mean, Alandria is saying, but she definitely did say, I don't know if it was like in a confession or something. No, I think it was in a confession. So that I will say, because no, Coco, she was on a podcast and she was basically, everything that she said right now is what she was basically saying on her podcast. Like she felt like Alandria was being standoffish, and she felt like she was basically like based on her being with Taylor, like, oh, everything was like my man, my man, my man.
But
she did say that.
But it was though.
Yeah. So Alandria at least did, you know, not lie about being standoffish, but she was definitely, I feel like she definitely was saying that.
Yeah, I think
I know in the heat of the moment, it's like, yeah, you're asking other people, like, did I say that? But like, Alandria definitely then Coco also said, like, she only said that because of how locked in she saw her and Taylor was.
I think she misunderstood what Coco was saying about the whole my man thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Coco wasn't saying she
wasn't saying it like in a sense of, oh, like my man,
you was going around. I don't think she meant it like that. She didn't mean it like that, because you was like, we saw you on camera. You were saying, you know what I'm saying, even if it's to us, to camera, you were saying like Taylor's your man. Like you were saying that. But were you going around talking to everybody saying that? I can't say that.
Yeah, I can't say that. But what we saw on camera, Alandria definitely did say that.
Alandria was saying it.
It seemed like you were saying, like, she was feeding into their narrative of her being delusional.
That's the thing, and I hate that it was interpreted that way. So I want to say again, I apologize if you interpret it that way, and I hate that the world even interpreted it that way.
It doesn't help, though, that there was, like screenshots of you hearting certain comments about Alandria and I, too. So it's like, you know, you're saying this, but then also when...
I mean, so
see, I didn't know about that.
So let me say this. After that clip, after that clip even came out, because you have to understand how the internet works. Someone can say one thing, and because they're trying to, it's clickbait.
No context.
I get it. Context.
I know about that.
But Coco, I saw her with her Instagram account consistently under posts saying that's not what she meant. And I did see her post even apologizing to Alandria. So I'm not sure exactly like why it's still being misconstrued, because I will vouch for Coco and say, like, no, she was on Instagram definitely saying, like, the way people are taking it on the podcast, that's not what she meant, and she was definitely clearing her name. But I feel like people may pick and choose when they want to, like, see the whole story or not.
There was a big hate train on Alandria and I, which a lot of people played a narrative into by saying just certain comments that
let's talk about
show
who
that
played
there's
into
some
it.
agreement. There's a few people who played into the hate train.
And we're still getting a lot of hate to this
people in here that played into it.
Who?
Coco, with your comments.
Baby, I never felt that way. That's not even real. No, I want to talk.
Okay.
I'm Team Chocolate Girls. I'm never shady. I was nothing but nice to y'all from the beginning. I was happy for you. Also, I DM'd you, Alandria.
Yeah, I read it. I wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah, that's the thing though, baby. I'm trying to squash it because
But
I'm
my
trying
thing
to let
is,
you know
Coco,
my true
you go on
intentions.
live in front of, when you go in front of the world and talk your piece, I'm going to do the same thing. Don't clear things up in private. We're going to do this in public like you did.
No, see, I don't agree with that. Because you literally just said you saw her DM. Because like I said, Alandria, I said, Coco literally DM'd you and you're saying like, oh, you're not effing with it. And you're like I said, like, literally right now, no offense. Let me not even say no offense. Alandria and Shelly is literally doing what they did on the Stand on Business challenge. And that's why they were calling them mean girls. Because they keep saying all these things about, oh, people playing to this hate train, this and that. Y'all was also playing on that side too. On the other, when certain people was also getting hate. So it can't just be a double standard when it comes specifically to y'all. Oh, people can't do X, Y, and Z. And like I said, Coco, like I said, was consistently reaching out. So you can't keep bringing up like the fact that you just don't like her. It's fine if you don't want to F with Coco, but don't make it seem like she didn't apologize and stuff like that. It seems passive aggressive. I feel like Alandria and Shelly right now is being passive aggressive and it's weird.
I saw your DM.
And I
ignored it. I wasn't fucking with it. Let's talk in public like how you did. You know what that gives off?
No, that's petty.
That gives off pettiness.
That's pettiness. And
it doesn't give off maturity.
Yeah.
Like I would assume Alandria would act.
We're going to get into that in a little bit, and I'm anxious to hear what you have to say.
Everybody didn't mean what they did.
I get it for sure.
Honestly, this is just like girl high school drama.
Everybody didn't mean what they did.
Basically, it's like people did stuff, but then it's like,
but
now that is coming up to your face, is I didn't mean that.
If I'm being
that's basically what he's saying. Like that's like me doing this, and it's like, I didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? So now that it's in front of,
I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
I agree with it? Hey.
The other thing that I was gonna comment on too, I feel like personally, Alandria and Shelly is being, I guess like it's probably them being too hard on themselves on talking about this mean girl narrative, because my thing is like, if I know something about me isn't true,
I'm gonna be honest. I think they are very hurt.
They are very
about people calling them mean girls.
Yeah, I think
they are clearly invisibly hurt
and honestly,
by people calling them that, and they're like, I'm just gonna say it. I think they're taking it out on people now.
I felt like the whole fucking villa was against me and Shelly. That's how I felt.
Zach K, a lot of people want to know if you have anything to say to Amaya about the ups and downs you two.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to pause again, because when I got to the scene, that's what I was about to say. It's like they keep talking about like mean girl this and that and not sticking up for people. But like when Amaya was literally getting trolled, no girl even stood up for her.
Zach, I'm curious what you think of Amaya and Brian ending up together. You've said some pretty incendiary things on your TikTok live about him specifically.
What was said? Sorry, could you just recall for me?
He said I did it for the money.
I mean, it did not age well for you, Brian.
I'm gonna be honest, that shit did not age well.
It did not.
Because the fact that you cheated.
You literally seem like you did. Maybe.
Oh, wait, no, did you cheat?
Yes.
Yeah, the fact that you cheated.
Because the thing is that, like I said, initially when him and Amaya,
Zach might have been right.
When him and Amaya got together, it did seem genuine at first. But I even told you in the last episode, even before I knew all this stuff between him and Amaya, I literally said I can just see by the way Brian was acting, he didn't really seem that into Amaya. And I'll even say this, after the show ended, because like I said, I saw like these interviews and Brian, so there was like, I forgot, so it was Amaya, Brian, Huda, and a couple other islanders. And then they were asking them all questions. They asked Brian a question, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Huda, like your sister is fine." And it's like at that point, it's like, let's be for real, Brian. Like now, you saying this right now, it didn't age well. And I don't know what Zach's response is, but honestly, if Zach said something, it didn't age well.
He was the one trying to dissect the game and strategize. Now I'm the one who said, just be appreciative, be here, and go off your feelings. I remember we were dying for chats. He came out and said, I don't even want no chats, I want to chill with the boys. If he was really genuine with Amaya, he would have been crying for a chat. Instead, he didn't and got dumped for that.
Oh!
I mean, I'm You know what's crazy? Because
that's a crazy accusation, Brian. Damn.
But you know what's crazy? Because I was gonna say it's actually interesting. Because like, remind you, we only watched 2 seasons of Love Island, but like when you really think about it, why does it seem like throughout the whole show, people rarely ever talk about winning? Like, do people really get on here and really forget that there's a prize money at the end?
That's why I don't like the concept that much. I'm not gonna lie.
Because there's no way that everybody come up here and not even like a couple people think about like trying to do it for the money. And I feel like even with the reunions, we don't ever hear that context at all. Isn't that interesting?
Jaden, I feel like you have some things to say.
She seemed like she was trying to win.
I mean, I feel like I
need the realty.
Expect like respect and transparency. Like I was like, you could do whatever you want, just like give me the respect of letting me know that. And then you didn't, and I feel like we put our lives out here.
Well, I don't think I replied, so I don't think it's like I didn't
Well, did you read it?
That's even worse.
Did you read what she said?
I honestly I can't like think of it off rip.
We spoke about it in person as well.
We did talk about it in person. Yeah.
Because by the way, that's a huge thing that she said. Basically, you can sleep with other people. Just let me know and don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't do that.
You see how people act out in the real world? You see how people act? You see how everything switches up?
Like I said, Jamir, dating on a show like this is not conventional. Can they pull up text messages? Because I feel like when people say these things, I need receipts, physical hard copy.
Think he was being honest with you?
No.
I'm sorry I wasn't transparent with you when I came out telling you, hey, I want to go on a date with this person and that person. I should have been more upfront with you.
3 days before that on After Sun, you're like, yeah, I'm going to take her on a yacht. Like.
Well, I still did want to take you on a date.
That ship has sailed on the yacht. That you never took me. No.
Yeah. Bad at communicating.
Yeah.
Horrible. Literally how it is on the outside world.
Yeah.
You ignore people or you act like you didn't do nothing or it's always like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly how I expected
It's easier
that
to cut.
After I heard him having 1,000 bodies, that's exactly how I expected him to move. Yes. I'm not surprised.
During the Stand on Business Challenge, no one admitted to writing the question asking you about not truly liking Grayson. How did you react to watching this when you saw the show?
Who wrote that again?
Huda.
Huda
wrote it.
Ever since Hannah left, have you been playing it safe until you leave the villa? We know that you don't like Grayson as much as you liked Hannah.
Poor Grayson.
Who wrote that? Who wrote that? I don't know who the fuck wrote that, but like that was horrible.
That was hard.
And I
Yeah.
So whoever fucking made that comment is literally such a pussy for not fucking saying shit.
Wait, did they notice? They didn't know that?
I don't think they knew that.
Seeing that and knowing how hurt Grayson was by it, that kind of, that sucked, you know? Especially because it seemed more of a dig on her than a dig on me.
Huda was out of pocket, especially in the beginning where she said she was going to sign her name.
We all know Huda's weird actions.
Huda, you said in the press that you knew Shelly was interested in Chris, but you brought him back for the both of you. Now, this became a real thing between you two, and I think it confused a lot of viewers. So can you elaborate on that?
I knew that I didn't find a connection in Kasa Moore. I had expressed that I was interested in Chris. Me and Chris talked. I talked to Shelly, brought him back. And that way we could both explore him and explore that connection.
That's exactly what happened.
That's literally what happened, though.
That would be like the easy summary of it, if we're being honest. When Huda did propose a conversation to me, it wasn't a, oh my gosh, yay, I'm so excited, this is what you're doing. The conversation was, oh, you know, I don't have anybody here, and I know you really like Chris, but you know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna choose Ace. So I was thinking, how about I bring Chris back for you so that you can explore him more, because I know how he feels about you and how you feel about him, so you guys will get more time. And oh yeah, I will explore him too, because why not? But I know how he feels about you.
That doesn't even make sense.
I'm gonna be honest, Shelly.
Shelly just said,
you're chatting shit right now.
Yeah,
that made no sense.
What she just said,
matter of fact,
sense.
Matter of fact, rewind that back. I gotta let y'all hear that again. Let's really hear if she just made sense.
What she just said.
Let me hear this again.
Absolutely made no sense.
Let me hear this again.
When Huda did propose a conversation to me, it wasn't a, oh my gosh, yay, I'm so excited, this is what you're doing. The conversation was, oh, you know, I don't have anybody here, and I know you really like Chris, but you know, I'm pretty sure you're gonna choose Ace. So I was thinking, how about I bring Chris back for you so that you can explore him more, because I know how he feels about you and how you feel about him, so you guys will get more time. And oh yeah, I will explore him too, because why not? But I know how he feels about you, so I'm gonna do this for you, for you, for you. And constantly when we had multiple conversations, it was always the narrative of, but I'm doing this for you.
That makes absolutely no sense.
So
because you're not about to sit here and tell me
you have to pick one.
So you have an option between two people. I have none. But I'm gonna play this role in bringing back someone ultimately for you, even though there's a high chance that you are still going to pick Ace, but I want to bring this person back to you. That logically doesn't make sense because we're on Love Island for ourselves. So why the hell would Huda bring someone back purposely for Shelly if she literally doesn't have anybody? And like I said too, Shelly, if you knew you were going to ultimately pick Ace, it shouldn't matter what Huda was doing. And like I said, even in the conversations that we saw, Huda was literally always telling Chris, hey, I know, you know, we have a little thing, but I know you're also here for Shelly, and I like that because you can explore both of us. So I feel like Shelly is definitely... She's being delusional in it. And that's why I said, like, even when I watched her interview with Keke Palmer, I said she's not taking no sort of accountability because it's like, you literally, like, no offense.
Sophie, I'm confused. Like, didn't Huda just say that though? I'm very confused.
Huda said that she brought Chris back. In summary, brought Chris back to explore the both of us. Because I don't have anybody.
I don't have anybody.
And I know you like Chris.
I know you like Chris. So you might.
You know, you can still get. But she also said that, but even though you're most likely still going to choose Ace, I'm still bringing him back for both of us to get an opportunity to explore him. It was simple. Shelly just said a whole bunch of words that meant nothing.
Just because I may not, you know what I'm saying, be as interested in him, and I'm bringing him back because I see that he, you know what I'm saying, y'all could possibly have a thing, but I'm telling you that I'm bringing him back not only for that, but because I also don't have nobody. So that's also a minor potential on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, why would I bring someone back
ultimately
if I don't have nobody? Why would I not bring someone back? I'm bringing Chris back. Who knows? I could like him too. Right now, I may not like him because remember when they first got back, Chris and Huda, like,
that was the only person
they was a little attracted to each other, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like crazy. So of course she wasn't immediately thinking like, oh yeah, like I'm bringing him back for me. Of course she wasn't. She was looking out.
But even when you think about it, it still doesn't make any sense. Because at the end of the day,
I'm trying to basically explain what Shelly should be thinking. I think what Shelly should be thinking is like, yes, of course. Even if Huda said I'm bringing him back, oh, for you, even though I'm bringing him back, she should have been in her head like, okay, I see what Huda's trying to do. Clearly, she's trying to help me out, but also it's not like I'm with Chris, you know. And if they do so happen to like each other, her bringing him back, and I go back with Ace, and she go with Chris,
it shouldn't be a problem. Basically,
she bringing up, oh, you. Why didn't you just say for you? What? Like, why is that it?
No, she's basically saying,
like, even in the moment.
No, her problem. No, Shelly's problem is that she's basically trying to say like Huda kept making it seem like she's bringing Chris back for her, but in reality, she was bringing him back for herself, and that's not true.
But my point is why Shelly don't make sense, because in the moment that made sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my thing is too, it's like if you knew you were going to be with Ace anyway, why does it freaking matter?
Like
that whole situation
Shelly explained it like it was two things. Like, oh, she making it like this. How she explained it? Oh, she's making it seem like she's doing it for me. But it's really for you, Huda. Like in that very moment, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised because Huda is so helpful. She was changing a new leaf. Remember, that was her changing new leaf phase. I wouldn't be surprised if she told Shelly, I do want to do this for you. I'm not saying Shelly lied about that. But to
no,
now,
but Huda also didn't like, because we even saw clips of her when she was in the villa with Chris, saying like she was always telling Chris to explore Shelly, and Chris decided to not explore Shelly because he saw the way Shelly was moving.
I know that.
It's that simple.
Afterwards, yes, but I'm talking about in the moment. She's making it an issue. She's making it an issue about her saying, "Oh, Shelly, I'm doing this for you," and she's like, "No, you wasn't." It's like
she was doing it for the both of them.
No, Sylvie. Oh my gosh.
I know. You're basically saying like
she was doing it for her. Huda was doing it for Shelly. That's what I'm trying to say. Shelly was like, "Oh, you're not doing it for me. You're doing it for you." Why would she be doing it for you? Sure. She may find Chris attractive.
Oh my gosh.
But
I feel like this whole situation is being overcomplicated. It wasn't that hard. It was the simple fact.
It's really not complicated.
It was literally the simple fact.
That's what I'm saying. Shelly not making sense.
When they was in Kasa, clearly Chris, his first option was Shelly. That was made very aware. But towards the end, he also started talking to Huda, and he knew since Huda didn't have anybody, it made more sense for them to continue to get to know each other. And he said like he'll still get to know Shelly even though he knows that she's with Ace. So there was never an issue. I feel like Shelly is just being delusional because she wanted Chris to chase her, and she feel like, remember even in the Stand on Business Challenge, because Alandria outed her about kissing Chris. It's like, no, you didn't really bring him back from me, because if you brought him back from me, then why were you actually really dating him? You should have just let him talk to me. But that doesn't even make sense. What I'm saying is none of it makes sense because Shelly, you were Ace. Huda is in a couple with Chris. She can talk to him if she wants to. And ultimately, Chris didn't want to pursue Shelly anymore because he saw how her connection was with Ace. So I feel like she's putting it all on Huda when in reality it had nothing to do with what Huda did.
She taught my intention. Well said. Everything you said is well said, and I agree with you.
But her intention still doesn't make sense because Huda was very clear with Shelly. Shelly is just being delusional.
That's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. I'm just making sure. I'm just trying to get to you. It's the intention. That's what I'm talking about. That Shelly is not making sense because the way she explained it is like Huda had two intentions. That doesn't make sense.
No, she's basically
in that moment it makes sense for her to have one intention.
She's basically saying she feel like Huda is lying about bringing, and it doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. That makes zero sense. Huda literally knows that Chris was more into Shelly. Why wouldn't she help her friend out, bring her back, and then in result, maybe in the future, potentially doing something?
But hear me out. My thing is that why are we also so big on the fact that Huda needs to help Shelly find a connection with someone else? It still logically doesn't make any sense. Like, she ultimately brought Chris back for the both of them. Like, to her, it's like, I know I like him, you like him too. He can get to know you, he can get to know me. That's it. It's that simple.
That's what I'm saying.
It really isn't that complicated, but I feel like Shelly, she's overcomplicating the situation because at that point, she already didn't like her anymore because the whole Ace thing. So I feel like she's just finding any reason to make Huda seem more malicious than what compared to what was actually happening. It doesn't make sense.
She went back and forth twice on what she said. That's just not making sense to me.
But we actually have some unseen footage of that conversation.
Yes! Oh, yeah. I see it.
Remember I told you before, I was interested in talking to Chris? Yeah. So I pulled him for one chat.
Yeah.
He expressed that how when he first came in here, he was interested in talking to me, but you were his main focus, right?
Yeah.
So he has semi-interest in me too, right? And obviously, if he's interested in talking to me, I'm interested in talking to him too. That's the whole point of Kasa Moore.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't found anybody in here. And obviously, I still want to talk to Chris and get to know him because he's telling me he has interest, right? But on the other side of it, you wanted more time with him, right? So I had the great idea of us choosing each other today.
Pause it. I'm pausing. Let me not react first. Let me get the whole context. I'm not going to be like one of those people.
That way, you can have more time, and so can I. And so can he.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of mixed emotions about it.
I know. And you know what?
But it does sound like a great idea.
I knew your ass was gonna be like, Huda, don't do it, and I'm not gonna listen. So
yeah.
No,
it's not even in a Huda, don't do it. It's just like
I'm interested in getting to know him too, and I feel like if it's worth not only him getting to know me, but getting to know you as well, why not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. No, I trust him. I understand it.
Yeah. Clearly, you're not fucking getting it because she repeated it like 5 times. Wait.
I love you.
Wait.
I love you too. Come on. No, it was like a light bulb in my brain.
Pause. So Shelly, I'm gonna say it again. Where did you hear in that conversation any malicious and evil, deceitful intent from this evil Huda that she, for some reason, was backdooring you and was like, you know what, I'm gonna be all nice and say this to Shelly, but in reality, I'm really only wanting for me, all me, all me. Where did you get that? Because I'm not gonna lie, based on all the footage I see of Huda, like I'm not gonna say I know her because I don't know her. But that shit seemed like she genuinely was excited as fuck to do that. Like she was genuinely excited to do that and for both of y'all to benefit. Where did you see it to only benefit her and not you? It seems like what we were saying was right, and you was just butthurt about it, and you didn't want to share Chris, even though you already got somebody and she doesn't. Interesting.
And you know, he took the words out of my mouth, but I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth. My thing is like, even
I don't care what y'all say in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
Even when you look at that's
scene, what it seems like.
Even when you look at that scene just like that, my thing is like, okay, Shelly, in that moment, I can even see what your facial expression, like you even said like even when Huda first said, because remember, Huda said it like 3 to 4 times. Even in the moment, while Hood is explaining it to her, she's literally saying like, well, I don't really know what's going to happen tonight. Coming off as if like maybe you could choose Chris. It seems like you didn't really make your mind up. Hear me out. And like I said too, it also really just comes off, like I said, you just don't like the fact that you and Huda, or Huda is bringing up this idea for both of y'all to get to know somebody. It comes off like you just wanted him to get to know you. And even though you know you have Ace, you still in that moment still actually wanted to get to know Chris. You actually was very excited to get to know Chris. But because you don't like to chase people, not saying like women should, but Chris wasn't coming up to you as much, you still chose Ace at the end, but you wanted Chris to pursue you. I'm telling you, I feel like if Chris was more on to Shelly, I'm telling you, I don't think she would have chose Ace. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I feel like I think she wanted it all for herself. And like I said, I don't see how what Huda said, like, I don't even see how it can be malicious when she's saying straight up, like, we both are going to get to know him. And I'm telling you to your face that I like him. But you also have to understand, Shelly, that's also selfish knowing you have Ace. You know that is your stronger connection. And it does come off like, why would you make it? Why are you even coming off like it would have been like better off for you to just have 2 people to yourself when you see me with nobody?
There wasn't a misunderstanding. Do you remember the conversation in the dressing room when you said to me like, oh, if you didn't say this, even if you told me no, I still would have did it for you anyways because I know what my girl wants. Do you remember that?
I think...
And Sierra said to you, Huda, that's crazy. Do you remember?
I can't remember, but if I said that, yes, it was also for you.
I'm still not understanding how it's wrong.
I don't really.
I still don't understand what Shelly is mad about because it's like
Shelly's confused.
It doesn't. I'm really
like.
Please in the comments, please
in the comments, yeah, make it make sense. I'm confused
because I don't see
what the fuck are you complaining about. Because at first I thought you was complaining about that it was for her. Oh, you're doing it for you. But now it seemed like, oh, you're complaining because you're trying to help me? Did you just hear her say that? She was like, oh yeah, I just didn't like the
Well, let me just say this.
She just said that. She just said that.
As soon as the clip ended, she said she felt like it was more conversations and that was not all it was. And she felt like it wasn't the entire thing. I honestly don't know what the hell she's talking about.
She just said, I feel like you were really trying to push it on like, oh, girl was for you, girl was for you, girl's for you. It's like, yeah, that's literally what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help mainly you. That's what I said. Because he likes you more. That's literally what the fuck I said.
I hope they can ask
What are you upset about?
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you right in your face. Yes, I'm trying to help you. That's weird. You think I'm trying to help you? You think that's weird? So you take it as a back door like I'm being a snake?
Like she feels like Huda is so-called trying to help her, but then it's like you're also getting to know the person that's also into me, and she's mad at Huda for that. But that makes no sense.
That also doesn't make sense.
It still doesn't make any sense.
Like I said earlier, Chris is a grown-ass man. Huda didn't pull him.
Right.
So even if, you know what I'm saying, it was for, it was for both of them, but even, you know what I'm saying, when it played out like that, Shelly can't look back and be like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I know that was for you because look, he went to you. He went to her. Yeah. So how are you still trying to put it on like, it's not my fault.
Right.
That being said, when I came out the villa and things seemed like they were cool and sweet and fine, you were speaking to me, everything, you went on your podcast and was addressing me. And the way you were addressing it was in a way of like, I did this, like, I was clear about it, like, everyone's making it like this and that, whatever. But it's like, you were apologetic at one point, came off a show, went on interviews. You added fuel to so many fires that were already out there.
It's true.
And then now we're back here where it's like, oh, you know, just focus on this. I am focused on my relationship. It was just annoying that you keep trying to be like, oh, girl, I'm doing this for you, this, that, whatever.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but this is what I'm saying. Like... First of all, okay, Huda. First of all, the show is over. Okay, so what if Huda goes on a podcast and says what she said? Like, because to me, if I know what I said, that's how I felt about it. If I had an interview, I would say it in the same energy. What she wants she wants Huda to feel apologetic and feel bad for everything with Shelly. So now it's like she can't be on a podcast, basically like not stand on what she said.
Bro, what are we?
It doesn't make sense.
What are we? Are we talking about her? Are we?
Now she's getting mad at Huda for what she said in her interview.
Bro,
basically saying like, she should have never responded like that. That interview had to have been probably the worst interview in the world because they are so stuck on this Huda interview of Huda saying all this stuff, right? That it's fueling it's fueling the fire within themselves of what she's saying. And it's misguiding them in their head because the fact that you just went from what she was saying in the villa and about Chris and the whole situation to now relating that to going outside the villa and speaking on it is like, what are you upset about? So
are you upset about when you was in a villa?
The reason
or you was upset about the podcast?
So like I said, I watched Huda's interview, and the reason why, like I said, Shelly is upset. We didn't get to the part on the whole Ace thing with the I don't know what happened, but basically like on her interview, she was like just like what she just said. Like Huda was basically like saying like she felt like when she explained that whole situation on Chris, that's how she felt, and she was being honest about it. But in her interview, it probably came off like a little bit more like not like nonchalant, but she was more like, you know, like I felt like I was clear with what I told Shelly about bringing Chris back for the both of us, and that's what it was. And she felt like the way she said on the podcast, and then now they're in this reunion talking about the situation again, Shelly is like still upset at it. And it's like, it still makes no sense. And then she's also, but like I said, she's ultimately mad at Huda for the whole Ace thing. That's really what she's mad at Huda for. And she's mad that Huda said on her podcast that at one point she liked Ace. But to me, it's like y'all all was on the show. Okay, so what if she
so you're mad because
that?
I said I liked Ace before.
She's not gonna say it. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Like, I know Shelly, she's not saying her actual reasons why she's mad at Huda, because literally every time she's even talking to Huda, she seems passive aggressive.
She's very passive.
It seems like she's really hurt about something, but she's using anything that she did to make it seem like what Huda did was wrong, instead of just telling Huda straight up, like, I'm not fond of you as a person, and I really don't like the fact
I just don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I just don't fuck with you.
It's that simple.
Yeah, it's just
you
that
actually
simple.
didn't even do nothing that deep. I just don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Say it then. Shelly, if you would have said that, I would have been like, you know what? Low key, I can agree.
But based
on like, you know, certain weird things Huda could do. But the fact, Shelly, that you're saying all this other shit, confusing me.
But my thing is like, if you're about to be that mad at Huda, why are you not mad at Ace? I'm sorry, but it gives off like cutting off a friend for a minor inconvenience, but keep running back to your man after he cheated on you. That's what it gives off. Because I feel like she's really upset at Huda over that whole heart rate challenge, and it's like you're still with Ace, and you're literally saying, oh, you're happy with him, this and that, but you're so mad at Huda because she set up this sister code and didn't abide by it. Bro. And no, that's BS. That's a BS reason. Just say you don't like her. I will respect you more if you just say you don't like Huda because of what she did, and that's that. But like, don't try to like maneuver around these conversations and make it seem like, oh, Huda, well, when you brought back Chris, like you was being malicious about it.
You was being malicious about it. Like,
that's not true.
Yeah, don't make it seem like I was being something when I wasn't, because then that's gonna make me side with Huda and like don't. And y'all already know I don't like doing that. So don't do that. Just be honest and say you don't like her. It's that simple. Don't be like, oh, you were lying right here when you really weren't lying. When you really wasn't lying. It's like
I watched.
Now you're weird because you're not being honest. Like
I watched the Huda interview.
It's that
I watched the Huda interview. If I'm being honest, I feel like I don't think a lot of people really watched her entire interview straight. Like I said, people see clicks for clickbait and see a portion of what she says and then justify their point with that. But I actually watched the interview, and personally, to me, I'm not saying she was, because like I said, with what she was saying about Chris, she was wrong. But there were other portions. I don't think she was, I don't think Huda was like wrong about like some stuff that she said or how she went about certain things. For example, I really to this day don't feel like she's wrong at all for how she went about bringing Chris back. And I still don't feel like we didn't even see the clip yet of the full heart rate challenge, but I still don't feel like she's wrong.
Well, let's wait until we get to that.
But I'm still not gonna feel like it's wrong because it's a challenge.
Come on. I didn't even. Well, didn't you see the clip?
No, I didn't.
All right, come on.